Okay, my name is Kerry Smith and I'm currently going to demonstrate move 2C. So as you can see, I have a client on a medical bed. And what I've done is I've adjusted the height of the bed to meet my hips. So I'm just going to make sure that the client or the client's hips is exactly where my hips are. So I'm just going to raise this a little bit higher, just to ensure that I don't strain my back in this process. As we know, backs are very important. And any weight bearing should be done from your hips and your thighs. Okay, so this is a relatively responsive client who is able to understand my instructions. So hello, how are you today?
Good, thank you.
Perfect. So I'm just going to turn you towards me so that we can put the slide sheet underneath you, okay? I'm going to gently manoeuvre your arms, one arm and then the other arm, and your head, then your legs, and then I'm going to pull you gently towards me. Is that okay?
Yes.
Perfect. So as you can see, the first thing that I've done is explain the moves to my client, and I've also demonstrated, or the client has demonstrated to me, that they understand and they're compliant. Again, you need to understand. If a client is able to understand your instructions and they say, no, I don't want it, then you have to respect that client. Okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is gently raise the client's arm and just put that by the head. Okay? So this ensures that there's some support for the head as we turn the head towards ourselves. So I'm just going to move your head gently this way. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So remember to constantly reassure your client and make sure that they're comfortable at every stage of this process. If they're uncomfortable, then you need to adjust their position or help them adjust their position. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is gently move the arm across the client's chest and make sure that this is supported and it's not falling down and not loose. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So far so good. We know that the client is very happy with the procedure. Okay, so the main thing to ensure and to remember is there would potentially be a barrier up on this side of the bed. I am this client's barrier on this side of the bed, which is why we need to ensure that the client is moved towards you and not away from you. If there are two people of similar height making this manoeuvre, then obviously both barriers would be down and you would do exactly the same move the other way. So the next stage is to let the client know that I'm going to raise the knee, okay? So is it okay if I raise your leg?
Yeah.
Perfect. So I'm just going to raise the leg, okay? Ensuring that that leg is comfortable and it's not going to fall to one side. If for any reason the client does not have muscle or mobility in this leg, then there is an alternative move and we'll go through that next, okay? You then move back up so that you're in line with the client, so your waist is in line with the client's waist. And you're going to gently place one hand on the hip and one hand on the shoulder, and then you're going to roll the client towards you using your body as a barrier, okay? Now, can I ask, did that feel uncomfortable? Or no. So the head is supported with the arm and hand. The body is draped, the arm is draped over the body, supporting the body, and the leg is in a comfortable position, not to put too much pressure on the hip. So in order to place the client back into position, we would gently do the same thing again. This time you keep your back straight and move with the client. Do not arch your back or bend your back. And then we're going to do this. We're going to undo the movements that we've done. So we're going to basically go down to the knee and gently support the knee. Bearing in mind, I'm still aware that my body is going to restrict this client from falling. I'm going to gently lower the leg and then going to come to the arm, and I'm going to gently pick up the arm, place the arm back down, okay? And then I'm going to move the client's head back into position, and then I'm going to lower the arm into place. Now, if you have a client that is unable to assist with any of these moves, again, you can still move the arm in the same position, but if that client can't turn their head, then there's no way that you're going to be able to make them do that particular position, okay? But still ensure that this arm is here. This arm is here to actually prevent the client from falling out of the bed. So you're still going to explain to the client, even though they can't respond, that I'm going to gently place this arm across your body. Okay, and if that arm involuntarily moves back, you can use your hand to support that. Okay, I'm then going to raise, bear in mind my body is still in position, raise the client's leg, so I'm just going to raise your leg and pop this leg over the other leg. Okay, and again, as you can see, I'm still supporting the client to ensure that neither the leg nor the arm fall down. I'm then going to move my hand to the hip and to the shoulder, and then I'm going to gently pull that client towards me. Okay, so both of these moves are really important. They protect both your back and also they protect the client from falling out of bed and further injury. So I'm just gently going to roll that client back. I'm going to uncross the leg. I'm going to gently place the arm down the side by the client and put the other arm back. Then I'm going to say, how was that?
That was fun, thank you.
Okay, please ensure that your client is comfortable at all times. Communication is the key to this particular move and any other manual handling moves that you do with your client. Thank you very much for watching me today.